Okay, so welcome to our Mandalorian storyline. We are up to session number... where is
51.
It? In there? 51, yeah, that's correct.
We completely ignored the force things. I forgot all about that. I'll have to ask you about that later.
We'll have to come back for that one.
Yeah. Damn it, I want to spend all my money. I'm spend all my money.
So I can actually mute that. Sorry, I have to get into it and shut that bit down. Okay.
Apologies, I just interrupted your introduction.
Yeah. Okay, so that was nice of them to send me notifications in the middle of running a game.
What? Oh, don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
That's okay. One of my other games is sending notifications to my group because obviously it is the time and place to do it in the middle of my introduction. Yep.
No, well, to be honest, I interrupted first, which harkens back to the comment just before the recording started about sometimes being more helpful, not helpful.
At least you're in the game. Not asking about Friday's game.
I was just looking at this tree, and I suddenly remember what you said. I'm like, now I need to unspend my 40 points.
You don't get to spend anything on that one this time. You just got it.
Oh, okay, all right. That's reassuring.
Okay. So, so we're up to that. We're also season 5, episode 1.
Woohoo!
Which will, when I explain what you're up to, we'll explain that part. As we have characters online, so we will start with Mark.
Hi, I'm a Ash Guard, a formerly Deathwatch Mandalorian who's now believes that there's more to the world than Deathwatch, kind of, and decided to even teach a Gungan how to shoot a gun.
Is that by seeing how quickly they can dodge?
Dodge a gun.
I will let that could be, that could not be.
See, this end shoots at a person. Bang. Oops, sorry. When you wake up again, I'll show you again.
If you can dodge a gun, you
Yes.
can dodge a ball.
Do they
There's
have
a certain movie.
setting?
There's a certain movie starting with something ball that has a similar sort of scene in the whole thing. So there's a possibility there, but depends how I feel tonight. So,
Dodgeball.
yeah.
Oh, okay, yep.
Yeah.
God, it took me forever to get
Well,
that one.
I was asking Mark about how his character used to be in Deathwatch, and they aren't known for their politeness or civility.
That's true.
That's why Mark has no social skills yet on my character. So
Okay.
That's a fair point. Like that's when the character's picking out their talents rather than the player.
Yeah. And then we have Ross online.
Yes, I am playing Laird, or maybe Copper, depending on where we are. Is the
Yeah, we might be up to
Gadgeteer
nicknames.
Enforcer.
I just got that joke. Damn it. That's
What
stupid.
joke?
It's taken you a little while.
That took a while. Okay.
Everybody
Okay.
has their story.
Basically, I'm now starting to follow the path of my family and going down the Gadgeteer path.
Well, the Gadgeteer is more the person who uses it, less the person who makes it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm the more of the field agent type thing. So I'm actually more on the field instead of being at home in the smith and armory type thing.
Because the more you go down the outlaw tech and mechanic and all that sort of things, the closer you get to being the armor maker. So that might be your next major purchase is someone who can actually make the armor.
We need to find a forge. We found a forge. We need to figure out how to live with the forge and get it to work.
Which brings us to Ariadna.
You stay a true striker. Or should that be, say, a cat slave?
I can add that to your title if you
Wait a
like.
minute. Said cat. Slave. He's like, why are you picking me
He's
up?
like,
I was
what?
just sitting on the blanket.
Yeah, I
Leave
was
me
comfortable.
alone.
Yeah, he was like,
I really should have called him something less fearsome. He's called Therion. I should have called him something like Miss Fluffle Feets or something. Something really embarrassing because I know he'd despise me for that. And then he'd have a reason to look at me like that.
Could have called him Princess Fluffyfoot.
I reckon that
that's a good name.
I might change your name.
And then the claws come out.
The chemist, he has a script of the chemist, and they're like, "What? How do you spell that?" I'm like, I wrote a book. Read it. So I am the intrepid leader of our small group. Now blessed by the founder with a book and knowledge, and hopefully I
Don't die.
mess it up. Dying is actually the least of my worries. Embarrassing my family, kind of top of my list.
Which then brings us to Mark.
Hello, I am playing a Gungan called Brum Brum Crash. I'm 2 meters, 22 centimeters tall, with a purple and pink mohawk. I'm from the Panorama Mountain Raceway. I am a ace mechanic, as now,
Yeah.
and
You got all the crosses in the right spots.
and an ace pilot, and I'm actually coordinated and can use light range weapons.
You know which way to point.
Coordinated gun
Does this mean when you do get taught to shoot and Mark's character does end up, Ash tries to do dodge them with you, you can actually dodge really well?
Oh no, I can dodge. It's just I can't use weapons before. Now I can actually use weapons.
Now you can dodge and shoot them.
Hadn't had any formal training.
Mm.
Knew how to point and click though.
Yes,
Isn't that what most classes are about?
Pointing and clicking, yes.
Yeah.
point and spray.
And that's how you become a stormtrooper.
Zing.
That's
We
the training
had,
you get.
Here's your helmet, here's your gun.
Which Star Wars note, we had someone notice that the car seat covers in our car are a stormtrooper in the driver's seat
Yeah.
and Darth Vader in the passenger seat. And they're like, well, why is a stormtrooper driving? I'm like, because they never hit anything.
That's really good. I love that.
I'm like, I've been waiting for 4 years
To say that joke.
to use that.
If you can only see my head shaking, my hand or my head
gosh.
shaking,
You
like
know,
a piece. It's just shaking his head.
welcome.
It's shaking his head from side to
Which one do
side.
you want which? And I'm like, the stormtrooper goes in the driver's seat. Nobody asked why.
Was it worth it? Was it
played
worth
the long
the build-up?
Finally got and for all of that, it was a guy leaning in the underground car park drinking from a brown bottle.
I love this so much.
Paper bag bottle.
That's so funny.
And it was just on lunchtime, so it was barely, I'm like, how do you know Star Wars references enough to get that joke? And I'm just like, I'm not going to question it, dude.
That's so funny.
It was good.
Yeah.
That brings us to Kessler.
Yeah.
I am playing Coyote Cape Weir. She's the other Mandalorian martial artist / tactician, former sector ranger, former leader of the group, but has lost her leadership status and is re-earning, in her own view, her rights as a Mandalorian. Not necessarily that she lost out being a Mandalorian, just that she wants to prove to herself that she is enough, she is tough, and she will do anything. Previously being very by the book, by the law, now a lot more chaotic, and more about what is her
anywhere.
more about what is her law, because obviously the law of the land is corrupt, and that's wrong. So why not she become corrupt as well? So.
Well, you did get thrown in prison for not following the book.
That. It was a problem. So now she's going to learn how to not get thrown in prison. That's the goal here. She got smarter.
This lady, don't fly into Imperial space and expect just because you've got a badge that they'll let you off.
I know, right?
Oh god, it's not entirely
Who would have
unreasonable.
thought? Who would have thought? So yeah, we learn from our mistakes. We get back up. And yeah, that's...
Well, they didn't shoot you on sight, so that was a benefit.
Was a benefit. We did not get
I
exploded.
wonder why they didn't shoot us on sight.
You had a badge.
Oh, okay.
That's why we didn't get exploded.
Still not sure about where the positives in this are.
We're alive?
Yeah, okay.
You met Ash. That's the positive.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
actually, yeah, no, that works. Just don't shoot the Gungan.
You're alive to hear metal jokes.
That's right.
That's right.
Okay, so
Or is that lead?
last session you had found a starship in a hangar. You'd also discovered that Thrawn's 7th Fleet had arrived in system,
Yes.
looking for you don't really know what, but they seem to be trying to hunt you down.
Hopefully not us.
And so you didn't really want to stay around and find out. So you managed to use some coordinates you gotten and jump into the Diga gas cloud, which then had you arrive at a planetary system you had no details of. It's not listed on any of the star charts you were seeing, which is not too difficult being on the other side of a gas cloud from a major trade lane. People can't see the star. It's not in anyone's sky. But the fact that it's got a space station here means people do come here. You found out it was a older space station related to your clan, and managed to dock and catch up with people.
It's kind of good that the True Striker clan has lasted.
It is.
To give these sort of refuges, keep these refuges running.
It is
And
the home of the story.
found that they have had small little alcoves that they have carved into history and not told anyone about.
Small cog in the big wheel. The Stark clan.
Considering the
Star Wars.
Mandalorians have been persecuted a lot over history, and have persecuted a lot over history. Bit of both either way. There've been some interclan wars as well as other strife happening. You can understand why some parts of the culture decided to hide their assets and not tell everyone where they hid stuff.
It's getting like that in the real world sometimes.
It does happen like that. So, starting off with it, your characters are catching up after being away for a while. I'm going to start off with Mark's character. So, Mark, your character has joined the Starwing clan. So, what sort of stuff was Ash willing to do for the clan to prove his loyalty?
Once his ship got over the going too close to the sun incident, he would like to help with any sort of transport things around the place. Prove that he can do just the help with any bit of manual labour that needs to be done. If there's any young, I suppose, rookie Mandalorians, take through some sort of training kind of thing to help those younger ones out, and along that lines kind of thing.
So you're the man on the spot.
Yes.
When
Okay.
anyone needs you, you're there.
So that was Ash's ideal of when he went into it. So what actually happened with Ash is he did end up being a transport pilot, because apparently getting so close to the sun meant they thought he needed a little more education. So they enrolled him into basic pilot training school.
Is that a bonus for you?
And so he sat in there with the 10-year-olds to learn the basics of navigation through space.
Look, if I was learning something I'd never learnt before, I'd be willing to sit next to 10-year-olds.
I'm glad I had my helmet on, because my look underneath the helmet is a very interesting look. But I just nod and pretend to smile underneath the hood. So.
That's okay, and you do find out that the Starving Clan don't require you to always wear the helmet.
I still wear the helmet. It's something that I just can't get over just yet. So yeah.
Hat hair is a problem.
Is that a problem? Is it?
It makes
If
the
you have a problem that if the lead comes to me and says, look, we need you to, we don't believe in wear the helmet all the time, I say yes. Just give me a couple of days to get used to this, and I'll take my over time I'll do that. But it takes me not just straight away. I can't do it straight away. I just kind of find I have to meld myself into it. So
because the clan isn't always militant and does actually do infiltration. In which case, wearing the helmet is not easy to infiltrate places.
I just explained to her that from my previous Death Watch situation, it takes a while for me to get over some of the stuff that I've been told my whole life, kind of thing. So
Just
I hope for some understanding as much as I can.
Just keep in mind, even the Mandalorian took his helmet off when he had to in the middle of that Imperial base. So it might come a time where you have to take your helmet off, and we're hoping that as understanding as we would be as a team, we're going to hope you're going to take your helmet off if we need you to.
Yeah. I haven't thought about what it looked like underneath the helmet,
I feel
by the
like
way.
Din Djarin had a much more motivating factor.
Mm.
I mean, baby Grogu is super
What, you mean
cute.
we're not family?
But like,
Well,
look
I
how
say, guys, I'll be
cute
back
he is.
later on, Mark. I'm going to go take this phone call.
We'll see you soon. That's why I thought I'd get you over and done with. Then we're moving over to Kayana. So, while you were spending time with the clan, what sort of things did your character get up to?
She would try to join or help out with either security around the station or security on planet or some other like civil work of getting things back in order or rebuilding things. So either physical work or more security work type of thing, whatever's
Okay.
available.
So, your character has definitely had some heavy lifting and being involved in helping unload and unload cargo a lot.
That's right.
And in doing so, you managed to run into some of your lost family members that you thought had died.
Who would you say is still alive?
No, I'm going to leave that up to you. Who survived?
Ooh. How many? Like one or two?
I'll leave that up to you. How many survived?
Ooh. I would say a cousin and an aunt, and my cousin is as close to me as a sibling. I'll come up with names later.
All good.
Yeah. Because I thought that they were with my parents. From what I know, my father is dead. My mom, maybe. But those two, I thought they were with them. So this gives me hope that maybe
Others are alive.
Your mum's
maybe
alive.
others are alive.
Well, you did find out that there are other locations that have safe havens in.
Exactly. So it's giving me hope.
Okay, so that brings us to Brum Brum Crash and Mike. So what sort of things did Brum Brum Crash get up to while getting acquainted with the clan?
Illegal racing.
And being hidden away from the universe for a while.
I guess working on my ship handling skills for racing. And focusing on my correspondence course, where I learned many new things.
Languages?
I learned the correct way to use light range weapons.
Nice. Online learning. What are you going to do without it?
Yep.
Is that where you just fall asleep and go, yes, 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 yes?
Yeah,
What have I learned? What have I just agreed to? I have no idea.
Yeah, Control P print. And yeah.
Is that where you print your own certificates and then you've got like a room just full of all these certificates of, came first in
basket
art
weaving.
expression. basket weaving.
weaving.
It's even better.
Art expression. Yeah. Yeah, worked on my light weapon skills. Light range weapon skills, to be exact. As I was coordinated, but
You need to put that coordination to use.
yes.
Okay, so in the time that you've been working on your correspondence, your contacts did end up finding something interesting for you.
Oh, okay.
They found the escape pod from the robot unicorn.
That
Ooh.
could be interesting.
Yes.
So,
Oh, sorry.
quite a stylized escape pod. It even has its minibar.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
maybe it's a horn.
But someone had wiped all the memory.
Damn it. It's like, here you go, smack.
It's a bit like that sometimes, isn't it?
It is.
It's like, here's a pristine chocolate egg. Bash.
Yeah.
But this.
There's more to share.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So yes, you've now got a piece of your ship back.
Thank you.
I had considered giving you the pilot's chair, but I thought that would be not as useful.
Yes, slightly problematic.
I'll have something off topic to go along with that, maybe.
Okay,
Well, it's something for you to investigate over time.
yes, I can use my mechanic skills.
Mm. Okay, so we're now moving on to Ross and Khalid. So what did Khalid do during the time since you met up with the Mandalorians and the others have been busy doing stuff?
I'll probably help with the maintenance and things like that, repairs to the base, and probably also try to find out a bit more on technical skills, and also increasing my more of my perception type stuff, like I don't know, probably do reflex training or something like that.
Okay, so trying to get more skills. I'm hearing there.
Training.
So spending time training.
Isn't that how
Okay.
you get skills?
So you spent a lot of time on maintenance and repairs in the hangar, helping to repair ships. And as you're finishing up, before catching up with the others, you do hear about how a bunch of inexperienced people got to work on the forges while you were working on maintenance.
Why did you not think of working in the forges?
Because I'm more of trying to get
You're going in
the
for
greater good, the greater picture.
And one of them drops your father's name as the person he was working with.
What? Why didn't you just tell him he could do that?
Because I'm giving the player more choices than telling them what to choose.
Okay. In that case, I'll probably see if I can.
He changed
Unfortunately,
his
you're going to
story.
have to do that in game, as you find out about that after you've spent your time doing things.
So that's something he can do in game to
Yes.
fix, so he can go to sue his dad.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay, so that brings us to Ariadna and Thea.
Shit, we've gone through everyone already.
We have.
Hopefully I don't make the same mistakes.
So what does Thea's going to have a few things tacked on to Thea's thing without Ariadne knowing about it, but you'll be told after.
First of all, since nobody else wanted to read my book, I haven't reminded them about it, and I've spent every single fucking second I can with my book. Excuse me, sorry, I meant to say Dank Beric.
Yes, bad you.
I spent as much time as I can reading the book given to me by the founder, training with my light foil. Of course, if people have needed me to help with repairs, maintenance, all that sort of stuff, I've done it. I've taken a course in medicine as well, having learnt from the others how much we need medicines. I've spent some time with medics, and where I can, I've gone out into the field with them, because most of what I'm going to be doing is going to be it's not going to be in a nice, quiet, easy environment.
So you've got a +1 to bandages.
Yeah. So if there's been I've heard that someone's going on some kind of raid or something like that, I've gone with them, and so there's been a few
You'd
raids.
like to have gone with them.
Hopefully I've gone with them, depending on what the jam thinks. But it's kind of a bit like MASH. I've just kind of thrown myself in there and just helped out where I can, watched more qualified people and tried to learn from them. I've exchanged practicing with my dueling technique to practicing with my foil. Spent as much time as I can learning about the True Striker network, like where things are. So next time we're out in the field, I've got some idea of where I need to go to contact someone within the network to get help. If that makes sense.
Yep.
Is there a limit on that? Is that about the limit?
That's the limit for the moment.
Yep. Okay. Figured you'd tell me when to stop adding shit.
Did you learn your medicine skills over correspondence?
No, that's why I said I went in the field.
Okay, so
Because the first thing I'll get is I know how to put band-aids on, but nothing else.
Yep.
so your character's also the only one of the group who spent some time on planet,
Oh, right.
and you ended up getting some advanced training from some of the older members of the clan. And in the end, you also ended up with a title of a Talon of the clan.
What's that?
You're not really sure.
Okay, I have to figure that out. First question. So is that a Talon, as in A-T-A-L-O-N?
Yep.
Okay. Like Talon?
Yeah.
Therion, did you suggest that? Certainly feels like he's got talons when he's happy.
Yes. I'm happy. I'm clawing you. It's like,
Yeah.
that doesn't feel like happy.
No.
Depending on where he's clawing, he can be extremely
That
unhappy.
feels like what the frog?
So, yes, you're now catching up. You haven't been on, so Thea has been missing in action for quite a few months. Just, you haven't seen her about anywhere at all. And
Is
so,
this where I go to the bathroom?
well, if you'd like to. This would be a good time to do
Yeah,
so.
the cat's gonna hate me. He got comfy.
That's okay, he
I
gets used
warned
to
him
me.
about this though.
Yeah,
He's
I bet
gotten
he
used to it
listened.
with me.
Yeah, always press the wrong buttons. This chair is gonna kill me. Pop up, pop up. There we go.
Well, he's gotten used to it when I start moving my laptop, because I work on my laptop on the chair. When I move that, it's like, oh, it's time to get up
This
again,
is
isn't
technically
it?
your chair, so I'm not trying not to change all the settings.
It's all good. So yes, the four of you catch up while Thea is still missing.
Yeah.
What do you say to each other? Where have you been? Ah!
I guess with that, I'll just say, I think, mainly pointing towards Carly, but definitely keeping, Ash and Broom Broom in on the conversation. Like, all I'll say is, like, I found my family, and it's, like, I found my Aunt Ina and male cousin, Ori.
Misa say what?
I thought, and I explained to both Ash and Broom, like, I thought my family died when we left our last planet. I thought it was a whole thing. I thought they all died, and I actually found them. It's the kind of bring up weird emotions for me.
You're no longer alone in the universe.
I'm no longer alone. It's not just me. So, I'll share that with them. But yeah. He's like, oh, perfect. I get the whole thing.
So how does Khaled respond?
What was that?
So apparently he wasn't listening.
That's how he responds. No, I was just saying
And listed for what?
that Kiana says that she found her family. She found an aunt and a male cousin. That she thought they were all dead from when we first left the planet, when we first started. Still there?
Hello,
Oh,
Rose.
okay. Well, I've heard that my father's here, so maybe we should find out how many of our family members are actually here.
That is surprising. Maybe our family's not dead. Maybe they're not all dead. Yeah, so I was gonna say, you heard, so your father, where is he? Is he on the station or is he on planet?
He's on the forge, which
Is on planet?
actually, so that's probably
It's
on
on the
planet,
station.
isn't it?
On station.
It's actually on the station.
Okay, it's on the station.
It's pretty much the heart of the station.
I thought that was the furnace.
And the furnace is part of the forge.
So, La Forge. Okay.
Not La Forge, the forge.
That's French
No,
now.
no visor.
So yeah, maybe we should, have you had a chance to meet up with your father yet?
No, not as yet, because I've actually been doing other work maintenance.
You've been doing the menial maintenance.
Yeah. So maybe, I'd be willing to go with you to go see your father if Ash and Broom, if you guys are willing to tag along.
Misa say got nothing better to do.
Cool.
It gets tiring flying the same loop all the time.
Misa,
Are you getting faster?
Misa say there's only so many times you can
Turn
beat Daytona.
Records. All good.
I like to see a Gungan wear a Mandalorian helmet.
I know, right?
They can. Because it's not species specific. You can get Gungan Mandalorian helmets if you want to.
So do their ears stick out?
Or they have the visor in different spots.
Oh,
We should just make him one.
that's if he wishes to join.
Can you convince him to join? That's the difference.
Misa is the way.
So, you asking whether or not to go catch up with Khalid's father, who he's just found out is alive.
Very big deal.
Very big deal, yes. He also thought most of his family had died off.
Yeah. So I guess we'll go ahead, head towards the forge and see if we can find your father.
Yeah, and perhaps he may know where the rest of the families are.
Potentially. So.
Okay, heading to the forge area, you are asked why you seek entry into the forge by the guards at the entryway.
That's a fair question.
I would like to see my father.
They ask, what is his name?
You need a name?
Oh, great. Now I have to think of a name, don't I?
You do. Or you can say, I don't know, in which case they'll say, sorry, he died.
I've got a name starts with B-O-B, but I'll leave it up to you there, Ross. So.
I'll throw out suggestions for you. Let's see.
Zinc.
Yeah.
Aluminium.
Wait, please say zinc. Zinc. That would be a good one. We got Sal, Olar, Reslo, Tyon, Jorir, Cad, Tinus, Tome.
Zinc fat.
I like zinc.
Zinc fat.
So what does Ross consider?
Magnesium fat.
Mercury.
I'll just go with Vulcan.
Vulcan's a good name, actually.
It's not zinc, but it's.
It's not zinc. It's
It was nicknamed Zinc.
yeah. No, that's his good
And
name.
then he asks, what house?
And then just his last name.
It's generally what they use as a last name, yes.
That's what I thought. Gryffindor. I don't know.
I think I've got it on one of my character sheets.
I was gonna say, is it your last name or is it like a specific house name?
Well, that would be what that house
Gryffindor.
name is, in case he's,
Confused.
Slytherin.
Let me see if I've got. Characters. Yeah, I never did get his actual last name.
Yeah, I'm sure I had it somewhere.
You probably do.
It's probably on your character sheet hidden somewhere.
Whatever he kept himself personally, I don't think I got it.
Yeah, because like I knew he had one and then it's disappeared. Oh, because you had it all online on your computer.
Yeah, I'm currently not using that one at the moment.
I think it was on there because I remember you having one.
I'm thinking of ideas, but they might be not good. So
Yeah, Bob doesn't work as well for the last name.
no. It was more. I had Redrick, which is Piper's last name, but I thought that could confuse the whole story now. So I'm going to go there. So,
There seems to be a steak meal that Ash made. So there's a lot of it. Do you want that?
I will try it. Yeah.
Do you want a bowl thing?
I'll just put it on here.
Just check
Thank
that
you.
it's
The
warm
bottom
all
top.
the way through.
Okay, so does Khalid want a new family name?
Yeah, I can't really think of anything at the moment.
We got Haran, Dos, Talden, Jer, Hare, Lo, Arnav, Kamir, Kreese, Nyack. I got more.
I'd probably go for Taldir.
Well, most of those are actual houses in Mandalore.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Which is not associated with the same clan.
Yeah.
They have official in-story clans.
Yeah, I figured some of these are like, well, like obviously some of these are actual names, but I figured some of these were actual names.
Groundwalker.
We'll make one up. Taldair, so it'll be Tal''D''A''R.
What, tell there?
Sure, I don't know.
Or you could just mince from Critical Role and say Taldore.
Oh, that is from that.
Just
Isn't
sit
it?
down. Sit down. Sit down.
Yeah, I'll go for tell there.
He will go see if Vulcan Talver will see you.
How sad would it be if he says no? To be fair, that was my mom sometimes. But that's just because she was busy being an adult and I was a child. So there's that.
So what's happened?
We're going. We all met up. We're not exactly sure where you are. You've been away for a couple months, but we met up and Carla just learned about his father, so we went to the forge on the station, and we are now looking for his father, Vulcan Talver.
God damn it, what was wrong?
He won't be the first father that's just born a son in Star Wars, by the way. So.
Really?
Sorry, I've been sitting on that for the last 2 minutes.
I was gonna say, are you sure? Can you think of famous examples?
I'm sure
Well,
it's not
I
part of
don't
it
know. It's
anyway.
very easy, that one. Yeah.
I'm sure. I'm sure that was like much in the much later series. Definitely not like the second or third
No.
movie. It's fine.
Okay, so the guard comes back and gestures you to come in. Says that your friends can come too.
Oh, thank
Then points out, even though you didn't request it.
That's good.
If my helmet's off the time, I'll just stare but not say anything. So. Helmet or non-helmet, so yeah.
He
I'm
asks,
kissing blue eyes. I've got blue eyes, by the way, I just made up. So.
asks if you would like to challenge.
No. I just nodded and walked on. No, thank you. I'd be polite. That's polite for a Death Watch.
What color is Ash's hair?
Probably bright blue as well.
No. I'm going red.
Of course.
Colour
When there
me-
was-
You know where we went with that one. Yeah.
Colour me surprised.
Red spiky hair.
Oh gosh.
Why not so truce?
Just red spiky hair with blue
What's the
eyes.
rule
That's why Lizzie's helmet unlocked, because it's a very strange look.
Because he's a ginger.
I was
and
gonna say
doesn't
you got
wanna get
spiky
messed
hair but helmet head.
Yes.
So you
It
look
hurts a
like
lot.
a porcupine that's had a rumble in the jungle.
up. It's movie logic.
Yeah, it's very shortly cut kind of hair, kind of. Yeah.
Takes it off and he just dink.
Yeah. If you barely say it's hair, it's almost like a real close buzz cut, but you can see
It's a
things
number
around.
2.
Yeah.
Is it number 1 the shortest?
Yeah.
So as you're brought in, you find yourself with Thea in front of you working on the forge, being instructed on its usage by the person you recognize as Vulcan, even though he appears to be missing one of his arms.
That's
a
where you go up
really
to. I really.
Seems to run
genetic.
in the family.
Yes.
But when you consider a forger, he doesn't have his fake arm on, from what I can tell.
He does not.
Forging away with one arm, that's pretty cool.
How do,
Your dad's
how
pretty
do you,
impressive.
how do you, like, hold the thing that you're... there's an image that's just going to burn there for a minute.
He has
It's
assistance.
possible. You use glasses and things like that.
No, well, if he's only got one arm...
Hang on, we haven't made sure he's a human
There are
yet. Could be,
glasses and things.
could be a mixture of other race. We don't know.
I watch a lot of forging shows because I'm a little bit sword obsessed.
No.
Not
You?
just because of that, but because way back when I was 12 years old, the sword that's on the book cover, I designed a real version of it. And I always wanted to know if you could make it. So, on some of these doggos, you do see one-armed armor forge smiths. And they're just really creative at finding ways to do their job with one arm, and I just find it extremely impressive.
That's pretty cool, actually.
And as you come in, you see that half his face is also slightly melted.
Something went wrong in the forge.
I feel like he missed a bit.
He was trying to hold it with his legs.
There's a story there.
You're not supposed to hold it with your face.
No, I think that some of the ships that we're on actually.
Yeah, it's more
Well,
likely
that-
That's probably what
Yeah,
actually happened.
Here we are, we're all coming into this forge with this highly respected, very injured veteran in the clans, and you guys are kind of like, you used your face for the wrong part of the forge. I'm pretty sure he's just like, get out.
Yeah.
Out.
Now, from a, I don't know, these society things, anyway. Would my education know that how I treat somebody of this respected kind of thing, Martin?
Well, you've been, even Death Watch always treat the armourer with respect, as they can pretty much order anyone around as they will.
Put it this way, the armourer is the law.
No, I bear him respect, when I get in there, so.
He does point his hammer at Kayana and say, you're working the forge next.
Yes, sir.
Giving you a lopsided look as you see half his face. He's really, literally, he is really melted.
That's really funny. So, yeah, I'll, with that, like, that'd be the highest honor, sir. Thank you.
I feel like he's kind of punishing his son just a little bit.
Well, I'm always the pretty face.
Nah.
You did hear him say he can fix that.
Yeah, I say the game would laugh. I was very close, but I had to show restraint, so.
So he does roll his eye a little bit as he looks at you saying, what now? I hear you were too busy to work in the forge over the last 10 months.
Was I?
No, to
Ross,
Carlin.
Carlin.
I was also helping with everyone else maintaining the station as well.
I sense he's very hurt, Father.
Yes. Well, you could have stopped by at least once.
Well, I
So-
only just found out that you were still alive. That's why I'm here.
So, not particularly observant still, I see, he says.
No.
Oh, you just got burned and not on the face.
By someone with half a face.
Guys, I'm eating, there's a real risk of choking.
He does say he likes your friend a bit more now.
I'm gonna lose everything in a minute.
I think we're in a bit of I think we're just in a bit of a silly mood today.
I'm just right.
Well, we do have something in common. We've only got one arm.
Look at
Well,
him,
you
just
seem
like
to have
you.
overcome your disability, he says. Looking at your 2 arms.
Between the
Did it grow back?
Between the two.
No, it's a prosthetic.
Did you make it yourself?
I've maintained it. I didn't make it myself.
Well, there's always room for improvement, I see, he says.
That is the way.
Got close.
So, what's the story of you losing your arm then?
Well, at least
Forging
it's not
accident?
about
No, getting shot by a starfighter.
Starfighter, I heard it was a pirate.
Yeah, pirate with a starfighter mounted weapon.
Then why are you still around?
Lucky.
He looks at your prosthetic arm and says, not lucky enough.
Damn.
Ooh,
Bones again.
This is like, what is this, roast battle going on in the
Yeah, it
background
feels
here.
like it. Feels like the way Dad shows his love is by witty repartee.
This is my parents.
So it says, how much of your armor have you forged yourself?
I've only maintained, I haven't actually managed to find the proper materials.
Been a bit too busy, I hear then.
Yeah, we've been going around the galaxy doing stuff, yes.
So, you consider a sector a galaxy, he says?
At least you didn't say Star Trekking across the universe.
He has kept tabs on what you've been up to.
Yeah, but we're now in another galaxy, aren't we? Oh, I said, no, there's one galaxy. I'm never good on space travel.
Maybe you should have taken that astrogation course your friend enrolled into.
There's a quick zoom over there.
If I needed to take astrogation, I need to also take computer course as well.
Well, he would recommend that, otherwise you might not understand what you're looking at when you're repairing things. Most of the instructions are on computer these days.
These days.
The old man
So
in
much-
school.
Oh, so much stats there. Oh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's been a while since he's hit things with a hammer or a wrench to fix stuff.
I'm trying to remain silent and not anything the whole time. It's spited me a lot because I'm trying to not kind of smile when he says these sort of things. But yeah,
So, what part of your armor are you missing that you'll come here to get replaced or fixed?
I wasn't. I was actually coming here to learn some more.
How much have you learnt so far?
Probably a bit, but I'll have to learn again due to the fact that your techniques is completely different to what I've learned.
Yes, I use a hammer. And a forge. They're both quite useful in forming armor.
Damn, I should have got that charm, then I could at least charm him into educating Ross.
now if the Gungan is about to burst out laughing in a second, I'm going to hold. I might cover the mouth of the Gungan just in case.
It's
Almost
too
might be
late.
necessary.
If I have time to get there in time.
He says,
Well, my armor it is upgraded, so I have upgraded that.
so, how come you don't have the house markings on your armor?
He's come down here to
Oh,
rectify
he's
that.
gonna get busted.
So busted.
Because I am not worthy enough to add it. Only someone of a higher rank can add that for me.
Hasn't
Correct.
stopped you in the past.
Oh.
You still remembers when you were a child that you'd stick all these things on your armor.
That is correct.
Did you at least say that with a fatherly smile?
Hard to tell, he's a bit gruff and part of his mouth doesn't move.
That's true.
It's also hard loving.
Mm.
So, what honours have you earned in your new armor, he says?
Have we got honours in this one?
You survived a shade.
And he says that was not meant to be a quick question, trick
shadow.
question, son.
Yeah. Well, so far I've only bested a pirate. Was it a pirate boss?
No, you were in the you lasted a few rounds in
And I
Arena.
also
arena.
We had a bunch of
Oh,
stormtroopers.
yeah. No, in the pit. You remember how it was basically I got up to the final, but he was also the lead assassin.
I'll go up to Khaled and put my arm around him, and I'll nod to Vulcan and I'll say, I've been leading this group for a while, and he may not have any titles to his name, but he saved us more than once.
So, name an achievement he's saved you from.
Well, a lot of the pirate things that we've had to deal with, he's...
I would say
been-
I would pipe up and say I would be missing a lot more than my arm if it wasn't for him.
So he gave up an arm to help you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Sorry, you're asking the person with no memory to give you examples. Thank you.
He was very handy.
Yeah, well, remember
Well, you did hear that Pirates were
Say that
disordered.
to the whole group.
for all the stormtroopers and that as well, and all the pirates.
Yeah.
So I've actually been the tank as such.
He does not believe that target for stormtroopers is a great thing worthy of any form of awards at this stage.
Khalid words it badly, but you can always rely on him in a fight.
Okay, so has Khalid, he says, sort of using you in the third person, desired to enter the family tradition and make stuff, or has he just wanted to use stuff?
Oh,
Good question.
this is a game changer. I feel it could all rest on your answer here.
He's asking the rest of the people instead of Khalid.
Oh, right. Oh, whether or not we think he should follow the trend.
Whether he's following the family tradition or just using things made by the family tradition.
I think he would use the family tradition, given access to it. But to be honest, we've been running for our lives for many years now. And this is the first time we've had to spend time with any family.
Astro pop up, and I've only known your son briefly, but his bravery and loyalty to myself and the fellow Mandalorians here has been greatly appreciated. I believe that he would like to follow in his father's footsteps, but that's only the brief time I've known. So I say that out loud.
And then Kayana would say that Khalid has been a guiding light in keeping the family traditions alive and well, even within our group, as we went from different planet to different planet, different jobs, different opportunities, and he has been the thing to protect us from the threats around as we forged forward. I'm trying to make an armor joke. So there.
Roll on shot.
Exactly.
I think that joke was half tempted.
Ha ha!
You may need to stoke that joke a little bit.
And if you get better, you'll strike the right blow and it will sound better.
You're in between the wrong two people.
I really am. It's really funny.
In between the hammer and the anvil.
Yeah.
You might
Yeah,
need
you attempted it too much. Yeah.
you might need to fan the flames.
Just a bit.
Jiffy firelighters.
He's not
We're
gonna
gonna
stop.
break the internet soon, guys. Just settle down, okay?
I can't handle this cutting wet.
It's hammer time.
It's funny.
So,
Session 51. All the puns.
Yeah.
don't worry, we'll have more later.
Yes.
We always save some. Okay, so he says that he's glad you've come. He had considered sending for you, but you'd been quite busy of late.
I wonder why.
Though, he asked if you've kept up with your training and know how to use jetpacks.
I have.
Oh.
I have it.
I have basic training, but I haven't had the chance to use the jetpacks to these
That's
full
okay.
function.
He has managed to put a couple together, which will mean that he hopes that you're not like one of your companions' name and lives up to the name.
Ash.
Brum Brum Crash.
Oh, boom, boom, crash. Oh, yeah.
Hopefully the last part isn't true.
I do put a hand on Broom Crash's shoulder, or an arm up to Broom Crash's shoulder, and just to make sure it's all in gesture. So, yeah.
Though he does say that these backpacks are an uplifting experience.
Of course. No?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen him piloting ground. He's a good space pilot, but I haven't seen him piloting ground vehicles as such. So I honestly don't know how good he is with jetpack. Well, we can see if he does live up to his name.
Is that...
Broom Broom Crash.
Broom Broom Crash. No, we haven't seen him with a jetpack. God, I want to see a Gungan with a jetpack now.
Well, you never know. He might crash into someone else in the air. 2 with 1 blow.
Yeah, I said I want to see it. I don't want to be in the air while it's happening.
So he does unveil a nice shiny pile of backpacks.
I got boots.
And he offers each of you a new backpack. Jetpack.
I mean, I have fun. Is it better than mine?
Well, it's shinier and cleaner.
I do like shiny.
I'm
I
not
will
turning down
take
a
it.
jetpack, I'll put it that way.
'cause- Yeah, I will
Yeah.
not. I will not turn down something made by family. I will not turn that down.
Is it made of zinc?
Let's hope not. I don't think it's that strong.
He does have one for each of you.
Be titanium.
I'll, yeah, I'll go over and
Adamantium.
fit mine well, just make sure it fits okay, and
It
okay,
does
it's
fit
gonna
on.
be okay.
Is the forge a place where you can... Is it big enough to do that kind of thing in there?
It is.
Okay.
It has fitting rooms.
And banging rooms.
Kind of like Maya.
Does any of you have any pieces of armor you wish repaired, upgraded, or replaced?
Ooh, okay.
I will say yes, based on the fact that I've probably taken a fair bit of damage to mine. But I'm also happy to contribute. Like, I'll bring the ore, fire up the forge, whatever work's needed.
Well, you've already been spending some time working on
Yeah.
the forge.
I'm happy to keep contributing towards that. So, with my title of Talon, is it Talon or Talon?
Talon.
Talon. Do I get like a little thingy, or can I get my helmet adjusted?
We can get your helmet adjusted.
I might get my helmet adjusted actually. I'll get back to you with the actual design, but something to reflect that I've earned that title.
Is this also including getting mods installed?
Potentially. Depending on the mod.
So you would say like maybe minor mods kind of thing, or it
It-
just really depends.
It really depends on what you're asking to do, because
Okay.
most of the things that they add are in the tradition of Mandalorians.
Yeah.
So if you're asking something outside of what they normally do, they won't have it.
Gotcha.
Is that something we can check into and get back to you?
You can get back to me about that one.
Because I'd like to do something with my helmet that makes it look cooler and a bit different.
Yeah, because my armor's got comlink, repulsor lift, strength enhancing systems, superior, and it's 3 weight kind of thing. So I'm not sure what else I can get to that.
Thinking I might go black with my armor with blue bits on it like my hair.
If I haven't already, I'd like to put the symbol of my new clan, I suppose. If it hasn't already done, but
He's happy to put clan symbols on armor.
yeah. And I'll just ask him if there's anything he would recommend based on his great experience, just today. I'll just let him decide if he thinks anything.
Well, he says your armor seems to be missing melee capability. You seem to be a ranged person only. He doesn't recommend that for most Mandalorians to forego their close-up capabilities.
No, that's good. That's correct. I leave melee to your son, so he does a good job of that.
Yes, but if you're ever called upon to fight, most Mandalorians fight hand to hand, not ranged weapons.
Yes. Unfortunately, I was in my previous role a range specialist, so I haven't really had much chance to.
What about some van braces or something like that? Because that's melee. Is that how you say it?
Close enough.
And both Kayana and I both use van braces, I think.
Yep.
So
Okay, well,
you'd kind of be
yeah.
in with the cool group. You're kind of
If
close to Kayana, aren't you?
If you want, I have a boot blade. You may want a boot blade.
Mm.
It's cool.
oh, I believe my team now wants me to be a melee fighter too, so I will happy take. I'll go through this. Yeah.
Yeah.
In,
Well,
in a montage, I would say yeah.
it's
I might
just
get a
suggestions,
similar one.
so that suggestions that kind of fit in with what he was like. The armorer, was saying in terms of melee and not always relying on your ranged weapon, because you might not always have your gun with you. So it's a good point.
And he is looking at each of you as a unit. So if you can't contribute, you'll have a lot more trouble doing stuff.
Mm.
No, that's fair.
So if you've got someone who does only melee, then they need some range capability.
Mm.
If they can only do range, they need some melee capability. And they need to be versatile, so they can't just be a one-trick pony.
It's okay. I agree with you, but I might be just patting Darlene the gun at the same time, saying it's okay.
Darling.
You were Darlene, yeah.
I would
And
probably.
he does ask if your Gungan does feel like he's one of the family.
He has been learning to shoot and do other things, so he's starting to be one with the way, I say.
Expanding his knowledge base. How's the Gungan feel?
Does he feel at
What's the
home
crush?
amongst the Mandalorians?
Misa say, sure.
Is this where I should bring the bowls I've got of mini Oreos and that in, so that you feel part of the family?
Have a cookie, join the dark side.
The cat will get really miffed because I'll have to kick him off the chair
No, it's all good.
to get him.
It's all good.
Okay, so
Well,
yes,
again,
he
so-
offers to make the Gungan some specialized armor.
Sure.
You could always do with armor.
Yes, because I don't really have any.
No.
Helmet might take a while, but he can provide you with the basics of the rest of the armor. Just don't get shot in the head, he says. Always a good recommendation.
Typical.
Okay, so the armor he does make has a blue-grey look to it. Metallic blue-grey before he paints it up. You are used to the Beskar, which is a silvery colour,
Yeah.
but it does look like a very similar sort of thing.
Okay. That's kind of cool.
So is this replacing our did we have Durasteel armor?
You had Durasteel armor.
Yep.
We can reforge other people's armor if they would like it.
I don't want it completely reforged, just tidied up.
I-
As I said, I'm going to paint it black and I'm going to get the helmet and things changed a little bit.
I
to
would
reflect me.
ask for if he knows the Cape Weird house symbol, because I haven't seen it in many years. I know generally what it would look like, but I can't put into details, so I asked him.
Well, he goes to his terminal and he brings up a screen and he shows you 5 versions of your family crest.
I choose the coolest one. I'll choose which one I believe is what I remember.
You have seen all 5.
I'll choose the one
Do
that
they
I
have
think
different
is
meanings?
They do. They basically, the older they are, the more honored it's considered.
Mm.
But it's also stuff that was forged like centuries ago.
Okay.
So, kind of would maybe wait and talk to her aunt first before asking.
It's different family, take different symbols.
So yeah, no, she would go find her aunt and then come back and ask later.
And does the Gungan have any special requests for his armor?
Make it cool.
God.
Make me cool again.
Make it rainbow.
Robotic unicorn.
Yeah.
Those colours. Oh, you could get robotic unicorn armor.
Yeah. Me. Okay, can't say this in Gungan. In order to honor Misa's father, Misa would like our family crest on it, which is a robotic unicorn.
Well, if you can provide him a picture, he'll make one. He says.
You did the art. You did art expression.
Yes, I did.
See, who knew back at the game we were joking about these certificates that they can use?
Absolutely.
And also interpretive dance.
So he takes the picture you show him and says he'll be able to put this into the armor.
That's so funny.
Of course, it'll be the first time he's put a picture like this on the armor, but he's more than happy to.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's perfect.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There you go. How's that for?
That should go on your pauldron.
Yeah.
Yeah, so does anyone else have any requests for their signets?
I would just have asked if I can have some Merly items added to my suit if possible, and just the change of my crest from my previous clan. So
Yes, but that's a clan signet, not a family
Yeah.
house.
sorry. Oh yeah.
Do I
That's
need
it
to
for me.
know-
Otherwise,
Do I need to note I've got Starwing Clan and True Striker Clan?
Well, he's happy to do that as well. You do find that you have a similar thing. There are multiple symbols of the True Striker clan.
I would take the one I'm most familiar with from my family.
Okay, so
Yeah, so I'll do the Telvar clan and True Striker clan. As well as, can I see if I could mod up the repulsor assisted lifting in my armor?
you find he doesn't do repulsor assisted lifting as one of his things.
Nice to ask though. Keep
But he-
in mind for next upgrade.
Says that they generally don't deal with ability to carry or increase your capacity as part of their armor upgrades.
Like, would you mind getting the 2 bowls in the kitchen and then also grabbing a Mandarin container from the fridge, please?
2 bowls.
Yeah, one's for you, one's for Kessling. They're both the same this time.
Ooh.
Do you want any snacks?
I was considering it, but I'm not sure what to get.
Do you want a nut snack box?
Thank you.
Or do you want yogurts and things?
I don't know.
In the pantry, there's little boxes of snack boxes for Martin. Do you mind grabbing one of those too, please?
So I'm grabbing the Mandarin thing.
Yep, that's for me. And then there's like little boxes with nuts in them in
As
the
in-
pantry.
As in one of those.
Yep,
Yep.
that's me.
Right, okay.
Yep.
Otherwise, there was a whole thing of Mandarin, so I'm like,
Yeah, no.
that's a little less excessive.
No,
And
So in the
next-
pantry, which is the big one, there should be a bunch of little plastic containers with like nuts and things like that in there, fruit and
Probably about third. Yeah.
Yep.
and that's mutton. I don't think I'm gonna make it in a second.
Thank you.
Nope, I'm not gonna make it. That was a good damn try though.
Yes.
Thank you. It's just mandarins, you don't like them. Yeah, look at the squinty face.
The squid.
So he says, now that you're here,
Yep.
and you've had a montage of equipment
They
being
just
upgraded and worked on.
He's speaking Mandarin.
Montage.
I didn't even think of that. Did not even think of that. I was just his face because he squints his eyes. The acid in the mandarins hurts him when he sniffs it. And I just realised what you're saying. He's like squinty as in mandarins, as in there's Asian Mandarin culture. And I'm just like...
And you're talking Mandarin.
That's funny.
Sorry.
So, montage.
Montage.
We're all beautiful now.
You all got shiny armor. It was either repaired or upgraded.
Very nice.
Or never existed.
Or brand new.
Brand new is also an option. As far as the Empire is concerned, you died heading into the drift.
Well, that's one way to get yourself off the haunted list.
Well,
Does this mean I get to go back to being just there? I don't have to
Okay.
use Kai anymore.
Yes, you can here.
Yay.
Well, you have been amongst Mandalorians for a while. And I even have forgotten the other name you were using.
Just always preferred Daya. Recognise the necessity for the other one, but
Okay. So, we're considered.
So, he has been talking with some of the elders, and they are looking for enthusiastic Mandalorians willing to take on a new challenge.
I don't know about enthusiastic, but
Am I hearing...
Do they want it done
funny
or do
little
they want it
bell?
done well?
Oh, phew. Okay, right.
it happens to me all the time.
Yeah, I'm like, am I going nuts? Am I
One of
hearing...
them sounded like someone was brushing their teeth.
Yeah.
I got mad. I'm just trying to figure it out. It's this thing all along.
Oh, the noise. I'm like, what are you guys talking about?
Yeah.
I
I'm like,
lost the first part of that completely. So, they're looking for an enthusiastic group of volunteers. To do what?
Well, he needs an enthusiastic group of volunteers first.
Look to Thea.
It's for the clan. Do we say no? No. So whatever they need.
What if we said no?
Pardon?
What if we said no? I don't think we can, but anyway.
Lisa takes one
We've
step
just
backwards.
got jetpacks and our armor refitted up. How are you saying no?
I know, right?
Mm. I have a feeling if we did say no, we might be like go through an alley and come out without any armor.
You step this way. Why? No reason.
and a lot less prettier on account of all the bruising. Sorry, Mark.
It's all
So,
good.
do you volunteer us?
Yeah.
Yeah. We volunteer.
He does say that you will each need to volunteer.
Following Thea's lead, I would, yeah.
Ash volunteers straight away. So,
He turns and looks at Khalid with that unimpressed look on his face.
Is Khaled on mute though?
Yeah, unfortunately, I forgot to press my bloody push to talk. I stepped forward.
He says you need to learn to speak up with that look of his hitting you on the back of the head again.
Oh,
It's like in NCIS when kids
It
just
gets-
smack some butt, this time with a hammer.
I feel like I couldn't update my weapons. My armor's already bad.
well, you'd be a poor armorer if it wasn't.
And I'm sure that your Gungan here, who is not really paying any attention, has also volunteered. Hard to tell sometimes.
Misa say, do I have to?
He says, no, you don't.
Misa says, sure.
In which case,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
Sure you don't want to go, or sure you do want to go?
Lisa?
Yeah, pretty much. Because I try and like wipe any recollection of Gungans from.
And yet you're playing a Gungan.
Yeah, I know the irony.
That's like me in this chair, which is technically Martin's chair.
Yep.
I finally get a chair like this, but Martin actually gets the chair.
Yeah.
he does say now that you've volunteered, he's happy to waive that fuel bill you've built up.
Correspondence course. You've been flying there every day.
Well, the internet kiosk is not here.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah. And then you got to go to the place with coffee.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been out for coffee for such
Yeah.
a long time. I forgot it's
Buckstar don't deliver. They don't do.
like Guru do.
They don't do Eats Uber.
Or log your menu.
Or Roo deliver.
Rue Deliver went belly up.
Yeah.
Oh, did they?
They underpaid their kangaroos.
Oh,
Had a pregnant pause.
Oh my god.
No, they tried to deliver to an Imperial blockade and got vaporized.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
they
they
didn't
didn't
have
have
a
a
badge.
Moral of the story, get a badge.
Yeah.
That's what I'm learning.
I got bought out by Rancor there, but no one seems to want to order them there. So.
No.
Well, you only make that mistake once.
But their eggs are really good. Oh no, that's not the Rancor that got the eggs, it's the Mudhorn. Mudhorns.
Mm-hmm.
The Rancors tend to eat on delivery.
Yeah, the Rancor's Boba Fett. Is
Yep.
that right? Yeah.
Yeah. The delivery's not for you. You are the delivery. Yeah, yeah. That's the slogan. Yeah. Go ahead, Martin.
Okay,
I
so
like that.
now that you've volunteered, he's happy to tell you about the mission you volunteered for.
Yeah.
He has arranged for a new covert to be set up in Elrood. He's hoping to liaise with a bunch of freedom fighters
Wow.
who are looking to have some people provide them with some technical experience, as they seem to have lost their last crew of technicians. As well, they're looking for people who can repair crap,
Oh, well, we just spent a bunch of XP learning how to do that.
and they lost their medic.
Oh, there you go. I have a feeling I'm going to need to spend more XP real soon.
Misa have a question for the group. Should Yusa be telling his dadsa of the spaceship that we found?
We told him last time.
I think if any of that was discussed, I would have discussed that behind closed doors while I was missing for several months.
Right.
Otherwise, Martin would have brought it up in game.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
So,
That might be why I was missing.
Right. Okay.
so Ash will speak up. So this covert, this group going to work with? Are they part of the family, or what's the deal?
They are not part of the family. They are not to know about the family.
Okay.
They know we're Mandalorians?
No. They have no knowledge of where you come from or who you are, just that you've been sent to assist them in their time of need.
Does this mean we leave all of our gear behind now?
Well, you can take your gear with you.
Because
It's
we've just had it all outfitted with all of our clan markings. You know all that work you just did? Just take it all off.
Well, the armor itself is shows it as being Mandalorian.
Mm.
So whether it has the markings on it or not is immaterial.
Are there enough Mandalorian people with Mandalorian gear out there for you to say, look, I killed a Mandalorian and I got it?
Possibly, but they may have leanings towards Mandalorians.
Okay, so would it then be advisable we leave a lot of our stuff behind?
It may be useful. Just because you're helping repair stuff for them doesn't mean you won't have other tasks to do.
Just got to keep it hidden then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, alright. That's so one of our goals will be find a safe base.
It's just
Roads
because
are great.
it's just because some of these are insurgents against the government doesn't mean that they can all be trusted.
Fair enough. Okay. It's good to
And
know.
he doesn't trust the location of this planet to anyone outside the family.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Because it's the edge of the sector and the only free lane out of the sector currently.
The planet you're on doesn't have a way out of the sector.
Yeah, like the planet Muron doesn't, but Elrood, even though it's now Imperial, the
It's still
line out of it.
free.
Darylin
still-
has the line out, as does Quain.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, so if I bring it up, let's see.
So Elrood's just the end.
It's okay.
Can I ask you another thing? This involves going into my bedroom now. In my bedroom there's a tray right next to my bed. There's 2 really tall cylinders, stacked full of pills. Just bring both the cylinders.
There we go.
There you
okay,
go.
so
You'll
Darylin
see
here
it.
has a line
Only
out, and
bedside
Quain
tray
has a
in
line
bedroom.
out. But the Darylin one is locked to the Imperials.
Yeah.
They've stopped anyone else using it.
Yep.
So the Coinites have their own entry and exit.
So are you saying Elrood doesn't have the blue line out?
So the blue line does not go out, it goes to a mining world.
Oh.
So the yellow line's the main
Gotcha.
line. And did you say coin?
And Quain is the green line out, is the main route that everyone uses.
Yep.
And you guys are somewhere in here.
Somewhere in the drift.
I've still got some.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
So lots of nice little stuff there.
Yeah.
And he does say he's managed to arrange access to a space station at Almoran, which sounds familiar to you guys, having been there multiple times.
Yup.
You do know that there is a station way out on the edge of the sector that has been technically underused.
So he's saying that if we can get there, they can get us onto Elrood safely.
Well, they will be able to. They're the insurgents that need help,
Those guys.
and these are people who the clan are looking to assist.
Yeah.
We want to assist them because we think they might be an aid to us at some point.
Well, they're getting something out of the assistance.
Yeah, okay.
They're just not telling you what.
Yeah, it's fine. It's usual secret squirrel family stuff.
Okay. So we need to get to Almoran. Okay.
Alright, that sounds like a plan. This escape pod that you found, is there any clue where it came from?
I haven't had the chance to look at it because we went to...
Vulcan first.
Yes. I was going to say Spock. We went to Spock.
Close. Yeah. Is it big enough to like come with us maybe? I don't know. I'm just wondering if
You
we
can fit
find more
you can
bits.
fit the escape pod on a large ship.
Yeah, if depending on what kind of travel, whether or not we're taking public transport or if we get our own ship, it could be something that we can follow up. The only reason I'm asking is, in planning for the trip, it might be we can it might be there's more chances of following it up on larger planets, which we're about to head towards. So
But yes, at the moment I have not had a chance to
do anything with that.
to connect my data pad to the
So
pod.
how? So did you say we're going to Coin first, and from Coin we're going to Elrood?
Coin's the way out of the sector, is
Yeah.
what I said.
Yeah.
You're going to be dropped close to Elrood, and
Yeah.
you'll be able to make your way from there, I said.
And Elrood was just off on the side there with the yellow bit when you zoomed Out,
Yeah, down on the bottom
just
right.
There. Yeah.
Down there.
Oh, look, I remembered something.
You did quite well.
Okay, and we're in the drift right now. Okay. Because Elrood was still a fairly large planet when we were there last.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's where we were rangers.
That's right.
Be interesting to see how things have changed.
Because we left because of increasing Imperial presence. So
Yeah.
it'd be interesting to see how it's going.
And working with insurgents kind of goes down your line of things, which is
Mm-hmm.
the Imperials suck.
Yep.
I'd say there's a very strong feeling of that throughout all of us, because we all spent time down in that mine.
Exactly.
Well, except for our Gungan friend. How do you feel about the Imperials? We should have figured that out by now.
Misa say,
Can't shoot straight.
Misa say,
No, that's his brother.
point and spray. Misa say they can't hit the side of a barn
Yeah.
with a nuclear warhead.
Understatement. It's the only reason that they're.
They got a planet though.
Yeah, well, you know.
Well, not yet.
Well, it's funny, you make these jokes about stormtroopers and how bad they are at hitting things, but, you know, they glassed a whole planet. So, you know, I don't think have they done that to Mandalore yet?
They haven't done it to Mandalore yet.
Yeah, but they do that in the future. And was it Darylin? No, not Darylin. It was a planet that started with a D that when we were last on Elrood was...
Darylin was the one that had got
yeah,
glassed.
It was
Darylin.
That was the
Darylin
one
that
where
got
you were. That's
That's
where
where
you
we
were
were-
stuck.
glassed. Okay. Yeah, so, you know, despite the jokes, they are really destructive. You know,
So
planet-killing
Darylin
people.
was the biggest planet in the sector,
Yeah,
most populated,
yeah,
and they staged a protest,
yeah. And they got glassed.
and they had all their cities wiped out the same day they protested.
Mm.
But hard to protest
You know,
afterwards.
so as much as we joke about their stormtroopers not being able to hit things accurately.
Well, you've also got the beginning of the New Hope. They're able to hit the rebels quite easily.
yeah, that's true.
Just a bit.
It depends on whether they're asked to let them go or not, and make a show of it.
Yeah, that's true as well. Plot
Well, I believe it's also that was Vader's guard as well.
I'd like to rewind a little bit back, go back to when the armourer was asking for one upgrades to armour. I would like plot armour, thank you. That's the mod I want. I don't think being the GM's wife's enough. So
I need to ask nicely.
If you could type that, why aren't you typing it?
Plot
Damn it, he's not typing.
Player
Plot
requested
armor.
plot armor.
Kill player. Okay, so we're going. I gather we'll be given more details as we go.
Okay, so you're being given a rather large ship to fly.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
You can take your escape pod with us and chase that up.
So it has
We did
space
promise to
for
try
one
and find a ship.
captain, one pilot, one co-pilot, 2 engineers, and 1 cargo master
Is
with
that a huge
3
one?
crew.
Nice.
Okay, so
Yes, it is the one with the round saucer at the bottom.
Oh. We're back in the Star
Okay.
Trek universe.
Oh, so like it's the long ship with the round bit.
Yeah.
so I'm eyeing the Gungan when we got to fly a new ship just to see who's gonna really good rock paper.
You can
Gungans.
co-pilot.
They do have storage bays to put your ships in.
Nice.
So you can actually fit your ships inside.
Because Ash has got a ship too, doesn't
Then
he?
hopefully you won't fly into a sun.
No.
Especially
please don't
after
fly
going
into any
through
more
school
suns.
with the children.
I look at Kia and I was looking at really.
It's the big glowy thing in the sky.
You run into one sun and you get a history about it.
Yeah, it just takes a solar star.
So, is this ship going to be called Icarus?
No. But because I named the
I was
last
thinking the Last Hope. But, okay, that's too much.
So you want to call it the Lost Hope?
I did Last Hope.
I thought
Oh,
Lost
so-
Hope sounded better.
Yeah, I know. I'll leave it up to our
Hope renewed.
precious leader.
I was going to say, because I named the last ship, I'm happy to give the honour to one of the
I was gonna say,
2 clan people here
if Ross, you want to stab at it?
who are older, like the more senior members of the clan, if that makes sense, because you guys have been with us for a lot longer than everyone else.
Yeah.
So you can rock, paper, scissors that.
Let's see whoever comes up with a cool name first.
Yep, it's a race.
Okay.
Great.
All music.
While you do that, I'm going to duck to the bathroom.
Bathroom, are you able to get past?
I can get
Yeah.
past.
Sorry, I've been sending mine
Oh,
everywhere. because
I'll
my
start
side
the
is
thinking
full.
music.
The anvil?
The anvil.
That's a good name.
Ooh. I like that.
Oh, the Gungan's also looking.
No, I was.
The competition is for the best name, so if you can outgun them,
Yeah, that's alright. I'm okay. I've named my gun now, so it's okay.
yep.
Let's see.
It's okay, darling. We'll shoot him down. It's okay.
God.
You do a lot of that kind of going on.
Yeah, you see, if we left it to you, it'd be Darlene or Bruce.
No, I was going to call it Piper, but that might work.
That wasn't
But I thought that might attract too much
I was
unnecessary
gonna
attention.
say, oh, yeah, you got
what's
the
happening
music going.
here? Oh gosh.
Captain.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm like, that's familiar, but I don't know where it's from.
8 out of 10 cats. I think that. Give me a show.
Yeah. I don't know how long we can play
I was
that.
gonna say, but it's,
We got to
Yeah.
be careful about the
yeah.
the YouTube thing. Well, that's pretty popular, so probably not going to get flagged for
So did you come up with a name you liked?
it.
Name we liked is the question.
Ross has come up with the anvil.
Which is a pretty cool name.
Mm.
Might go with that one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So we've got the anvil.
'Cause
Hopefully nobody uses a hammer against us.
it is our base and what is shaping our future.
Been watching a lot of ancient history on wars, and there's a technique called the hammer and anvil. It's still being used today, and it's been used for literally centuries.
That's because it's quite a successful military tactic.
Yeah, it is. And I've known about it before because I read up on these things for when I'm doing the research for my books. But the way this guy described it, he just did a really good description of it. I'm like, I finally managed to visualize this properly now.
That's pretty good.
Okay, so who is going to be in the captain's chair?
It's between Ash and Crash.
Because you don't get to do any piloting in the captain's chair.
Oh, well,
Because it doesn't come with controls.
I'd be the captain.
Yeah, that's what I say.
52, 25, 36. Apparently it means nothing. They were also your next winning lottery numbers. Your Powerball is 2.
Okay, who is the main pilot?
Misa.
That's right.
We'll write down Misa.
It's okay, we all know that's the Gungan.
Who is the co-pilot?
That'll be.
Yusa?
Not my best. No, I'm going to say Misa. No, I'm going to say Misa too, but no.
Yes,
That'll be
sir.
Ash.
Misa
Yeah.
and-
Sorry, damn it. Damn you, Mike.
So,
Ash, otherwise known as Yusa. Okay, so who is the engineer? We got 2 engineers.
I was going to say, would that be Khalid?
Well, it looks like I'm the only one left because the other engineers are piloting and co-piloting.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I was gonna say, I would think it would be you.
I was going to say, do you have any skills in?
No.
Yeah, I've
This is
got
why you
mechanics
get to
still.
watch the.
I can do cargo.
I was gonna say you can sit up near me.
So Cargo Master is...
Hey, that's what I've been doing on the station for a while. I'm pretty good at it by now. It's a system. You stick to the system. Everything
You said
has
you were
its
throwing
place.
out rules.
That doesn't make me not good at Jenga.
It's not a rule, it's a guideline.
If you don't fit, then it just gets thrown out. Bye.
I'm gonna have to lose some more weight. Just in case I don't ever fit.
There you go.
And you have 3 crew also joining you.
Oh, do we now? That's good.
Awesome.
Who don't sit in any of the other positions normally.
Do we get to choose who they are? Or?
Sure. Who are they?
I'm wondering whether or not you would like to bring your cousin.
Oh yeah, maybe I'll bring my aunt, my cousin, if they want to come along, and then we'll bring a third person of a random variety.
Okay.
Or can we think of any other name?
Well, I was wondering whether or not Khalid or Ashhad wanted to add someone to the crew that they knew and create a background.
Well, I could say there's somebody from my new clan and such could come. And I'll leave it up to Martin, the randomness of it.
So call her Red because she's got long red hair?
No, don't. Leave it up.
No. There's only one redhead, otherwise, and it's up to people. You're not going to have her on the ship, okay?
No, she could have black hair. We'll just call it blue.
Yeah, okay, that sounds good.
No. I've got blue hair. I'm not having people call. No.
Okay.
It's just not happening. I've got all the blue already.
Okay. There's a blonde girl I was doing the pilot training with that would like to watch a talented team do a pilot.
So, but unfortunately she couldn't find some, so she went with you guys.
Yeah, so her name's Sarah, and that's as far as I'm going to go with that.
Oh
okay?
no, please not Sarah.
Oh.
Please, literally anything but Sarah.
No, don't say that because it'll say Bob.
I don't care. I really don't.
So it's down as Justine.
I'll explain to you after game.
Okay.
So Justine is the name of the...
Yeah, okay, I'll leave it with you, Martin. Okay.
Well, I'm glad you call the ship Christine.
That's fine, actually. But yeah. I have a history with a person called Sarah. I'd rather not relive that
That's
every
okay.
Star Wars game.
That's okay.
And third person.
I was
gonna say
true striker person, if I could. Because we got your cousin.
yeah.
Unless Khalid has a preference for someone in particular.
No, I can't really think of anything.
Okay, alright.
Okay.
You don't want to... You haven't made friends? You don't want to bring someone?
I've been doing online courses.
Yes, but do you have any friends?
Uh,
As long as you haven't been catfished.
No, I've just been doing courses.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
Here's how you shoot. You pick up gun, pull trigger, and pretend you're not a stormtrooper.
Could do basket weaving and...
Well, do you have a basket weaving friend you want to bring?
One that can do one underwater.
Yeah.
But you're a Gungan.
Seaweed weaving.
Hmm?
You're a Gungan. You can do underwater basket weaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Seaweed.
Sea weaving.
Sea weave.
Do you guys see me shaking my head right now from the camera?
I can feel it. I can feel the energy.
I can feel it. I just had to put my hand to my thing and go,
Miles
Yeah.
away.
We can give you time to think about it.
Sure.
And if you can't come up with anything, then we'll make it a
Okay.
true striker person.
Yep, sure.
As long as it doesn't start with Jar Jar, you're okay? Just let you know.
No.
You know he's going to bring another Gungan on, and it's going to be something like Boom Crash Opera.
Don't you dare secret that name.
It could be Nana Miss.
Yeah.
Or Lai Truth.
Yep.
Or Gin Gin Tonic.
The way things are going, Gin Gin Tonic might be the winner.
Yeah. And rum.
Okay.
Oh no, not rum.
That could be a third one.
Everybody
Not
says
wrong.
not wrong.
Yeah, but bad experience.
That's what I hear from everyone.
Oh, what about shaking, not stirred?
Moving on.
So yes,
Feel
you're
like
in
they
your
should be twins.
you're in your ship, which you've rechristened the Anvil. You've managed to get on it a place to park 2 fighters, your racing boat, the escape pod that you picked up, and the light freighter you have. You managed to keep that as well.
Nice.
Nice.
And for defense, you have a dorsal and ventral turret on the ship,
Nice.
so you can shoot up and down,
Pew, pew.
and in all directions.
I didn't know that that's what
That could be your job.
underneath the word was. I don't know why. I know the word dorsal. I don't know the other one.
It's so good. Unless you use the nautical terms, you don't deal with them that
No.
much. And you spend a month's travel heading to somewhere near Elrood, knowing that once you reach the jump point, your astrogation will automatically clear itself, so you have no history of where you've come from.
It's not a bad idea.
Safe one.
Do we have a backstory? Since we're not.
Well, you've had a month to think of it.
So, I gather, just like the insurgents, we would have a very similar cover story, I guess, in the sense that we're technicians displaced by possibly Darylin being glassed.
Well,
Would
you've
that get
also
us in trouble?
been told that there are vermin on the station, and you're also the extermination crew.
Okay, so we're not technicians?
You're technicians and exterminators at the same time.
Okay.
Everyone does multiple roles.
Well, I've done rat. I've got experience at rat extermination, drone rat extermination, explosive drone rat extermination. But still, rat extermination nonetheless.
Though they do say that the previous engineers were eaten by the vermin.
Okay, well, you know.
That's why I brought my big gun.
Good
It's good
thing I've got
extermination.
animal wrangling skills.
I'll say it doesn't seem to be in the droid variety.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Good thing that my background involves animal wrangling. So. Hello, you decided you wanted to come back? But this time in your usual fashion, closer to where you want to
Until he is on top
be.
of
He
you.
inches his way to where he wants to actually go.
Okay, so yes, you find that you've got plenty of space on this ship, unlike the previous ones you've been on. There's actually a room for everyone.
Oh, amazing.
And the
Hey.
captain's room is 3 times the size of anyone else's.
Yay?
Captain has his own shower, or her own shower, as the case may be now. Everyone else has a communal one.
I don't feel bad about that. I worked hard to get where I am.
Absolutely.
But
A lot of banging on the wall saying, Gungans, get out of there. Come on, get out of the shower.
yeah, no. There might be occasions where there's a need for people borrowing my room for their shower, and I'd be happy to do that.
Well, the Gungan can't open the door until he lets all the water out, but until then he can swim under the shower for a while. As you
What
would.
we really need is one of those spa pools,
Mm.
so you can swim on the spot.
I go to Kia and go, can we set up a pool downstairs in the cargo bay? This is after the 4th day where my kids still can't get into the shower.
Kayana
and,
has a system. I think a pool will break the system.
It would not fit.
Ori suggests one of the airlocks is a great place to stick the pool.
No.
You gotta look out for Ori. He's a sneaky one.
The thought crossed that just, it's like, maybe,
Well, it's currently unused space.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. That's very true. But anyway,
No.
I try just to be patient with the Gungans with their shower routines. So.
How about he convert the escape pod into a pool? The one in the hangar.
I think the Gungan just might kill you.
Oh, I was thinking more of the outside
So
scape.
you're a very laid back person, but I suspect that might get you fairly close to, you know, doing target practice.
Yep.
No, that's okay. I've got concentrate and flying, so I'll try to ward off things.
Misa has a black belt in origami.
As per the certificate on your wall. You've got all your titles in D&D, and Crash has all his certificates. Yeah.
Absolutely, yes.
In D&D,
It's perfect.
Kesley has like 50. She's like Lani the Undying, Lani Nightwalker Bane.
Yeah.
Breaker of Chains, Mother of
It
Dragons.
just keeps-
That whole thing.
Yeah.
Each session tries to add one more.
Yeah, just about like every session, every 2 sessions, make sure that she tries to get another title.
We think in one Tuesday there's going to be a title off between her and one of the other players.
Yeah.
So you know the title of your ship is called a Space Master is the brand that it is.
Yep.
Okay.
Mainly because it really is quite a plush ship in
Will I
comparison.
get a stat
To
sheet for
everything.
it similar to the stat sheet I have for the Light Freighter?
Though unlike the Light Freighter, it has 4 facings instead of 2 because it's big enough that you can attack the sides. And that they have to protect the sides more instead of just the front and the rear.
Front and the rear, yeah. Makes sense.
So that's what happens in the scale.
Yeah.
It's bigger.
Yeah.
People have only one facing, so they only have to protect one side, whereas your biggest the in-between one has a front and a rear.
So we're supposed to be exterminators and technicians. What are we supposed to be technicians of? Just generic repair stuff?
Able to
people?
repair stuff.
Yeah. So kind of like your shop down the corner that says fixes TVs and radios and the whole...
You break it, we fix it.
Yeah, that kind of thing. In fact, I think that might be our motto. You break it, we fix it.
And considering you've got a ship called the Anvil, it sort of says you can fix things.
You're really trying to squish yourself in on the seat there. He's got himself shoved right up against
That's funny.
the arm. He's just trying to fit himself into this much space.
Well, he does a lot of that stuff in the bedroom with me as well.
Yeah.
So, you're untasked to reaching Elrood. You have no problems reaching the sector. You know you've got plenty of capacity to fly 'cause your ship still has another 2 months worth of fuel.
Mm-hmm.
As you sort of let someone else do the jump to here, and then it was given over to you guys to control it from there. That way, you wouldn't be able to backtrack as easily.
I believe we're in good hands with Crash and Ash. Did you
Okay.
guys do that on purpose?
No.
No, I came up with the name here.
Yeah, that's right. I remember now.
I came up first, he came up second. He may have copied me, but I'm not going to go there. So.
And then there was this accidental eject button push. Bink!
No, I didn't mean that! Okay. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
So which of you is going to make the astrogation check to speed you on your way?
Not these two, I'm guessing.
Investigation. I've got full intellect. That's all I've got, no skill.
I have astrogation and I have 4 in intellect.
You go first. I'm back up.
Who's rolling the dice?
Not me.
Oh my gosh.
I suspect that that's Kesley.
Okay,
What'd
I'm
you
just
say?
going to look up the check you're going to need to make.
I've got 4 int and 1 in astrogation.
Okay, where is my page? Doo-doo.
This thing's got too many buttons. And not enough. We got it through Facebook Marketplace.
You're just checking the difficulty.
Yeah, just trying to find the actual page. But because I've typed something in wrong, I can't jump to it.
Oh.
You work so hard on those pages.
Yeah, it has a few issues that I'm still fixing.
I forgot all about that coffee syrup thing that I got on Saturday.
Oh,
I
yeah.
tried that.
And I think there's a tea
I'll have
or
to-
something in the fridge for me on the top shelf as well.
There is. So Kesley took me to
For
Forage.
Am I getting?
Do you need something in our area?
Me, no. But tea, you were saying
There's tea on the top shelf. Yes.
that you'd like?
I wouldn't mind it.
Yes. Okay. It's a bottle, a glass bottle.
I know.
Top shelf.
Harvey iced tea.
Yep.
Yep. I bought you like 6 weeks ago. Yeah. Do you want it strained or?
I was gonna see what it was like.
Yep.
Have you not tried it yet?
That was nearly up. It's
Dank
nearly.
ferric. Don't do as Ariana does.
Well, it doesn't have a lot of stuff floating
Yeah,
around
that's
in
okay.
it. Doesn't smell too bad either.
Well, if you
Try
don't
it
like
a
it,
little
let me know and we'll get you something else.
It's okay.
So I ended up getting this coffee liqueur, and it's being like cold brewed, and then it's being like ice washed, and then hot washed, and then ice washed again, and it's turned into a really nice liqueur. And next time I'm making coffee, you could add some of that to it. And you can taste it. It's really smooth, no bitterness whatsoever.
So that is 2 red and a purple plus 4 black.
Oh god, there's a red.
I said 2 red and a purple. So it's 2 red.
Yeah.
And 4 black.
Oh my gosh.
Way to get Kesley's agenda
Hold on.
going.
Do you
Hang on.
have bits? You have fancy things?
Can the co-pilot help at all?
Well, if he's got things like Galaxy Mapper, that helps.
Astrogation checks take half the time.
Yeah, check. One
Remove
second. I have.
Yeah, but Mark, you're not doing the check at this time. You said
No,
you had the other person do it.
I'm not. So I can't do it.
remove setback per rank in astrogation, so I
So
can
one.
remove
Moves 1.
1.
Yeah.
Oh. What did we do?
Okay.
Well, that's why you've got
At
people
least-
who train.
At least I took a point.
That's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
We leveled up, which means things get a little harder. So
That's actually
Hang on.
yeah.
I just
you just don't want to see
so
it.
that's actually
I just don't
considered
wanna
a easy difficulty because of where you are. It doesn't have a lot of maps,
It's okay, I'm just scared of red dice, that's all.
but they have the bad stuff on them,
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
which you didn't roll up. But you got plenty of threats.
Yes. So those go away. That goes away.
Threats are a worry, but...
This goes away.
So you ended up with an advantage all up.
That's it.
So, it looks like the Gungan spends about 15 minutes working on the controls, and there is a beep bow.
We should move on to Oregon.
And it apparently rejected the coordinates.
It doesn't like it.
So we're gonna have to give Ash a shot?
Worst.
I think
I actually don't have a rank skill in it.
Don't you?
I've only got 4. I've got 3 greens. That's a lot. But
So
I
we
do
would
it.
have worked together as co-pilot and pilot?
Possibly. So does
with the advantage, does he get a blue?
he can get a blue dice, but I also believe he doesn't have Galaxy Mapper either.
Okay.
Nope.
So that means he gets an extra black.
That means it brings the
I
black
don't
back.
suppose we could spend a
Force
Force point to.
point to maybe have one of our crew member have Galaxy Mapper on it, one of our 3.
Well, you do have a person with Galaxy Mapper,
Oh,
but
okay,
Ash said he was going to try it afterwards.
Okay,
So
alright.
I thought it would be fair to let him try, but
Yeah,
he
no,
can
no,
spend
that's
a
fine.
point to upgrade a green to a yellow.
Do you guys want to do that?
Well,
Yes, please.
okay.
I think it just to be a little bit extra just in case.
Yeah.
And I just go, well, boom, boom, let me have boom, boom, let me have a go.
I think I see what your problem is, and then rolls.
Oh, fuck, I can't. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't swear.
And apparently, you
Whoa.
like to blank the good dice.
Oh. Worse.
So apparently, the problem was he let you try.
Damn. We're gonna be stuck in the middle of space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danger, Will Robinson! Danger! Danger!
We ended up with 5 failures.
Okay, so Jacine says, "What? Did neither of you pay attention in class?"
Do
I did. I
don't think
have my certificate in astrogation.
I look sideways, they're going, I'm good at flying,
It's up the top.
just not trying to work out where to fly to.
They're
Okay.
men.
Astrogation.
So, she has.
No,
she takes
no,
2
I
of the
don't.
black dice away. And she
I
has
just wanted to see.
3
I do have
yellow and 2 green.
piloting. The thing I was saying that because I've got piloting, I might be able to have a go at it.
But no,
Justine
this is
apparently is very good at this, so.
But sorry, what's this?
Your crew member who was in pilot school has
Yeah.
actually studied astrogation.
It looks like she perhaps was paying attention in class.
Ah, right, I see.
So.
The GM's being nice to us. Yes. Don't say the GM's being nice to us.
That was better.
Which session is this?
51.
Okay, so whenever I'm like, the GM's not nice, you just quote session 51 and go, there, I'm nice sometimes. I'm going to hear that for the next several weeks. Session 51.
So apparently, she didn't solve the problem either.
Oh,
She
you're
got
kidding?
one success.
You got 1 success?
One success.
Oh, okay, so she succeeded.
Yay!
Okay, so she puts in the coordinates and says, you forgot to carry the, and then gets distracted before she tells you what you missed. As it gives that nice happy sound of it's accept the coordinates. So,
Just shows, no matter how many ranks you get in anything, the dice are
Yeah.
going to kill you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just try to say, see, I've taught you a valuable lesson here, how not to do it. Just remember that.
yes, she pipes up with, don't
Stop
ask Ash.
pushing me, I've got nowhere to go.
Mistake number 1.
I give her a look of greasy but go with a smile. So it's
I
okay.
know what you're doing. It's like pushing slightly. And pushing somewhere is trying to get me to go this way.
Yeah.
I'm like,
He gets
Okay.
upset when you push back. He's like,
because he's gonna hit the floor.
So thanks to Justine, we get out of the drift and head
Yes.
towards Elrood.
you start traveling along the Elrood route along to Torina to head up to
Okay.
Nice.
Elmoran.
Wrong way.
Okay.
And it only takes you about a day from leaving Elrood to reach Elmoran.
Right, I've gotta
When
go
you're not
back,
on the lanes,
so-
it takes a lot longer.
Yeah.
Hop on.
It's the whole reason you
Yeah, I'll
take
go to the
rooms.
If we came in at Elrood, which is down there. Oh, it only took us a day to get to
Only a
Torino.
day to get up to
Oh, okay.
Elmoran.
Right.
Whereas it would normally have taken you, if you were to fly directly there from Elrood without taking the lane, it
Mhm.
could have taken you maybe 3 or 4 months.
This will delight you. You know what the amusing thing about this chair helping you stand up is? I can't touch the floor.
If you keep tipping it enough, you can.
Can I?
Yeah,
Just
you just
gotta
gotta
go
keep.
further?
You just gotta
Yeah,
go
just
further.
go more.
It sort of slides you off.
Is that the... Ah!
Wrong
Where's
way.
the wrong button? Oh, no.
Other way? There you go.
There's too many buttons. Oh, yeah. Thank God. I didn't think I was going to get out of it for a second.
And then it traps you between the chair and the table.
Yeah, I
You're
am
so
trapped
stupid.
with it, but I think I can move the chair back. But,
Yeah. There
what
you
a
go.
time to want to go to the bathroom.
Okay. So we.
Yes, you find yourself after about a day's journey reaching the Elmoran system.
Awesome.
Yay! Please don't die while I'm out.
Try not to.
So yeah, you're up to day 32 since you started,
Makes sense.
which is almost as long as the previous season went.
True.
So yes, you find yourself looking at the station. There's only a couple of lights flicking on there. Looks like it's been deserted for a while, which does happen when vermin overtake stuff. So you believe you're going to have your skills cut out for you. First, you got to get power back on, and then you've got to clear out whatever's caused the malfunctions.
Okay, how many of you guys have actually got your armor space sealed?
I assume mine was, but that's assuming.
You don't get it by default.
I got that one.
You have to pay for it.
Yeah, I paid for that one. I got that one.
Okay.
It's
So
called
the-
it's called vacuum
Okay.
seal. If you are looking for any notes of anything.
Okay.
Which gives you about an hour of oxygen normally.
Yeah. Which I'm pretty sure Ariana does have that, because I remember.
She wanted that specifically.
So at least 3 of us have it, which is good. I don't know if Ash was able to. Yeah, because you were just creating Ash when we did that whole
Possibly, yeah.
buying
Yeah.
scene.
So that's possibly why I missed that one, but that's okay. I know the next level what I need to get.
Exactly.
Well, you did ask for the armorer to upgrade some stuff, so it might be on there. You don't know.
It was 1,000 credits, so it's possible you could have gotten it, but you'll definitely have to double check.
Okay, so
Great D. Yeah. I go, oh, great DM. My armor's all sorted out, right, isn't it? Yes. Yes, Mark, of course.
we just forgot to put the ammo in.
Oh.
Yes.
Click, 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 click. Damn! You do know when you roll a despair, you can always have the equipment go boom. Because one of the options of despair is you run out of ammo, another one is your weapon's damaged.
No, darling. No, darling.
Yeah. But Darlene's just stuck on you. Literally. A little hot to the touch. Shouldn't have caressed it at that time.
It's a morning ritual. Give her a clean out. That's the wrong word for it.
A good rub
Give
down.
her. That's a wrong word for it. Got a must refrain. PG session. Must refrain.
Spit and polish.
Leave this to the Friday session, Martin. Okay, please. So.
Hey, it's not my fault if I come out with the wrong words there.
Makes it even more awkward because I have a good friend named Darlene who lives like 8 doors from my house.
Yes, and this is what I realised after I picked the name as well. Yeah, so yeah.
Mark giving Darlene a good rub down. It's just
Different visuals.
Yeah, so it makes it even better. But you know,
Well, you've got your oil out and give it a good polish and
Oh gosh.
and then you get every kiss better at the end. Yeah. Sorry, mate. Sorry, mate.
making sure you get into all the nooks and crannies. Visuals getting worse, I'm sure.
Oh
Yep.
goodness.
Just like the jokes earlier on.
oh no, these are worse than the jokes earlier.
These are worse because I know Darlene too, so it's worse. Yes,
It's funny.
I just.
Mark can blame
yes.
himself for his own visuals.
That's I am so sorry, dude. Sorry.
All good. You can explain it to her in August.
Yes, I will.
Just watch video 51.
There you go.
Okay, so yes, you come up without... probably takes about 2 hours to reach enough to almost dock the ship to the station. Just that they don't have any external power to their docking port, so you're going to have to find some way in. Luckily, you've got suits with vacuum seal.
Yay.
And people with toolkits.
Yes, we did have toolkits. I remember this. Okay, so we basically just have to go on station and try to figure out how to power it up to get the ship to dock.
And also...
Well, we've got toolkits and jetpacks.
Yep.
Woohoo!
So you can fly.
Yay!
Rock on, no hands, smack.
Why am I still going in space?
Yes, because they have to fly their engines at full throttle in every direction.
Yes. Cool.
It's the space opera physics where as soon as your engines kick off, you stop moving.
That's how that works completely.
It's like you hit a wall.
Yeah. Cool. So I guess the three of us with vacuum seal will head on to the station and try to figure out how to power it up.
Well, each of you will have vacuum seal.
Yep.
Even the Gungan
Yay!
with the fishbowl helmet.
With my 3 points in mechanics.
So I'm going to do the montage of zoom back over to the abandoned station.
So as you're going to be in 0G, I'm going to get each of you to make me a piloting check.
Space.
No, not the space version. You're
Pilot
doing the
planetary?
other. Yeah, pilot planetary is what the rocket packs use, but you get 2 setback dice due to 0G environments unless you've got that training, which is a talent.
I think, yeah, that was a challenge.
And it will be 2 purple the difficulty.
Okay.
So it is a fairly average task.
What are we doing?
Piloting check to fly over to the space station.
Alright, I'll do mine first. This is me.
I'm not reaching, sorry.
Look at that. I'm brilliant. Two
successes.
success.
So Kayana just shoots on ahead and reaches
Kiana is awesome.
reaches the space station without any problems. As Brum Brum goes next.
Do you want someone else to roll for you?
Yeah,
Which-
I've got 1 in piloting and I have 4 in int.
So that will be this would be agility. So that would be
Oh,
3
wow.
Yes.
green,
4
1
agility.
yellow against that difficulty. Yep.
I'm gonna count it because it's blank.
And it is a success.
It is.
Quite a success.
You get 3 advantage, 1 success. Yeah.
As you zoom along, showing this is the way.
Misa saying, this is the way.
This is the way.
Right?
Do I get an
So
advantage?
you
for-
can give a person an advantage, or you can give the next person to act an advantage.
Do you have piloting?
I do. Does anyone not have piloting? They should get the advantage.
I think.
We all
We all
have
do.
we've all got piloting. It's just how agile we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You've only
read-
got 2.
You only have 2,
I
so.
only
I'll
have
give
2.
it. I'll give it to.
Okay.
Are you
Yeah.
okay rolling me next?
Alrighty. That's out of here.
What's the tea like?
It's actually not bad.
Okay.
That's out of here.
That's the one I got from the food bank.
That's out of here. So you got 3 successes, but 2 threat.
Okay, so your character gets 2 strain as you bang about a bit.
I'm happy to go next if unless Ross wants to go next.
Who's going to be piloting to the ship to the airlock then?
We need to get
Justine is more than happy to fly because she thinks she definitely won't do worse than Ash or Broom Broom did, because she doesn't recommend someone by the name of Crash parking the ship.
Crash showed us the way.
Yeah. So I can go next. So I've got 5 agility and 1 in the skill.
Yeah, he's going to show everybody off now.
Alright. Watch
Yeah, I
me
was
get
going to say
blanks
that's
on
a
him.
lot of agility.
Take that away, take that away. You got 4 advantage, 1 success. So you're not better than me. You're just lucky.
So yes, you do fly across without any issues. You can show someone else the way. So you can
I shall lead the way.
you can
So,
give lead 2 blue dice.
Yeah, there you go, lead.
Okay. Yes, I'm going to concentrate.
What is your dice pool?
I've got a piloting of 1, and my dice pool is 2.
Is it Yoda?
Your
that tells
dice pool
Luke
is
to
2?
concentrate?
So, before you roll, I am concentrating, and I'm going to take some deep breaths, and I'm going to upgrade one of the dice if possible.
Okay, so flip a thing and
Destiny?
yep, destiny point, and he gets another yellow dice. And I'm
Alright.
sure what can go wrong.
What?
Why would... Is this
For fun.
Okay. Well,
It's 10 o'clock. Alrighty.
where are we
was
piloting to, by the way?
We're trying to get onto the station of
So
Almiron.
we flew the ship to Almiron. The station is powered down, and we're in jetpacks flying onto the space
I see.
station
Because it needs to be
try
powered up.
and fix
Yeah.
whatever's causing the problem.
So that this.
Okay, so
So that we
Khalid
can-
gains 1 strain, striking the station a little bit harder than he intended.
That's what you get for flipping a fate dice for.
He was using his head.
I was gonna say maybe we should be saving the fate dice for when we fix the power station.
We got one more.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've found yourself at the airlock. You can make a coordinated mechanics check to get in there.
Yes, please. I don't think I got.
I've got 3 in mechanics and 4 in intellect.
It's funny. It's like cross. What's the blank
So does
space?
the toolkit also help?
The toolkit will allow you to make the check, because without the toolkit you can't make the check.
We've also
So
got
what's
a
the?
bunch of-
What's
So
the
I will give a
difficulty?
blue dice for people helping, and the difficulty here is a red and 2 purple.
I'll help out because I've got 1 in the mechanics. So. And 4
We've
intelligence.
got
So.
like 3 mechanics.
Well, there's a
Yeah,
good
we got
chance
that.
we probably have to manually override it, so there's going to be a lot of strength in that involved.
Well, I'll add a second blue for the for both Ash
Alright.
and Khalid assisting.
Cool.
Mhm.
All right. All right. That'll go away. Oh, we got a triumph.
I was gonna say that looks like
We got at least that.
I was more concerned about the red button where I could see that thing facing me.
So
And
we
I'm
got
like,
a
is that
tr-
pointing up?
a
or is that
triumph.
pointing-
Technically 3 successes and,
And
2
2 advantages. So yes, with your coordinated work, it doesn't take you too long, about 10 minutes, to get the airlock open. One of the things that does worry you is there's no rushing of air coming out of the airlock.
That is worrying. Is
And-
everyone dead?
No, it means there's no pressure.
People may have evacuated and abandoned it to the creatures that ate the previous crew.
Oh, okay, alright.
Or it could be that the other side of the door's
Hey,
closed.
if we take over this and then don't tell anyone, this could be our base. Like the whole thing. No, I'm kidding.
That's what they want.
Well, that's what they asked you to do.
Yeah, no, but we could pretend, not tell anyone that we fixed it and just, oh, no,
Oh,
sorry,
for
dude.
our base. Ah,
Yeah, our base. Yeah,
I
just
see you.
us.
I see you. Okay.
Okay. And you managed to get yourself onto the space station. You can see that there are blinking lights in various places, but it doesn't seem to have power throughout the ship. And your suits are telling you that there is no atmosphere on here either.
That's not good.
Gravity is also offline. So you are working in a zero-G environment. Completely weightless.
Are we in an enclosed environment though? So
It is an enclosed
we don't end up floating in outer space?
It is enclosed at the moment, but there may be a breach somewhere on the station, so you might have places where it might be open to the space.
Well, against that, I might suggest that maybe we should use some of our climbing gear to maybe tether to each other, maybe? Just so
Well,
that
you've
we
also
don't...
got jetpacks,
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
we all have.
we do.
Yeah,
I
we all have
forgot.
jetpacks,
Yeah,
so we're all
we
okay.
did get jetpacks, didn't we?
which
That's
made
how
it
we got
easier
it.
to travel in space.
Yeah,
So we
no,
got
sorry,
it
my
okay.
brain
All good.
forgot the jetpack stuff already.
So I think.
So go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, first point would be to get probably atmosphere online and then gravity.
Find a central control room, I guess.
So you do
Yeah.
think that there would be a central control room as well as main engineering. Someone needs to get to main engineering to bring the station's power
Online.
core back online.
Yeah.
And someone needs to get to the control room to turn gravity and ship's atmosphere, station atmosphere back on.
Okay,
Well, I'm
so
seeing-
we should split up.
Split up into 2 then.
So who's going to go to engineering?
I'll go to engineering.
The people with
I'll go as
engineering
well.
skills.
Yep, send the.
So, crash and lead.
Yep.
And who's going to the command?
I guess the other three of us, so
Mhm.
Ash,
Yep.
me, and
Yep.
Thea.
So that would be Ash, Thea, and Kaya. Okay, so considering I've now got about we're after 10, and I'm going to plan out what you're going to do next. You will find yourself.
So you're gonna go look in your tome of beastie things and figure out what we're facing.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
vermin.
no. Okay, what you
You're
get
playing the Star Wars version of Space Hulk.
Hopefully it's not Rancor. Thanks, Ash.
Hey, it wasn't my fault. I didn't know I'm going here.
You did mention them earlier.
Yes, but it was a delivery service. A totally different thing.
Ah.
Yeah, I doubt that it'll be a Rancor in here.
I was gonna say it's gonna
Me?
be. some
I'll be
space
more
pest.
worried about something from the Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
what, yeah,
have
that's
no
what I was thinking
idea
of, yeah.
what you guys
Yeah.
mean because I have no memory. So
Yeah,
what are we
well,
saying when we say the
They're
Last Jedi?
thinking the the Force Awakens where Han Solo had captured a beast.
Oh,
and
the
it killed
the crew.
Scrabbly Beast?
Yeah.
Oh, those.
One of them.
Well, yeah, one of those would be...
Bad.
Yeah, it's a tentacle thing with lots of teeth.
I'm sure there are many creatures
It
like
could
that
well be.
in Star Wars.
Absolutely. I'm sure it's something.
So
Alright.
yes, next session you will find out
Leave me
what's
here.
troubling the station as you'll split yourself into nice morsels for whatever's on the station.
I've got another suggestion. Tribbles. So it's trouble with tribbles.
Do they allow that kind of crossover here?
They do, and your tribbles can have big pointy teeth
Oh gosh.
and multiply at the drop of a hat.
You get your target
And I
protected.
shall call her Fisky.
Oh gosh. Alright, well perfect.
So now you get to spend some fun trying to invent another
So,
character.
unless you want to put in something else there, I was going to go to end credits so we can freely chat afterwards.
All good.
Thank you very much for
Yeah.
Okay.
a really good game, Mark.
A puntastic game.
So, end credits.